All right. I hope we're live. It looks good. I don't know. Can you see it from here?
Hi.
It looks good. It's just a little bit shadowy.
Yeah, it's shadowy.
Shadowy.
Yeah, it does. I can hear it
I
in.
think that's just because of the lighting.
All right. Well, we'll figure this out shortly. I don't really have captions. Design.
Do we want to do it with the sun in front of us, not behind us?
That's too late now.
Okay.
We're going to run with it.
Okay.
And see what happens.
We could always shut that curtain too. It's just not that it's a ton of extra, but it at least would block the sun out of your face.
All right. Just says Dustin Howells. Get that off. All right. We're going to figure it out. We're going to roll. And we are live.
Woohoo!
Welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out. I am your narrator, Dustin House, spreading that good word about affiliate marketing. And we've got a special edition here of a live version of Affiliate Nerd Out over at PI Live in Florida. And my guest today, Jennifer Goodwin. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Let's start out with what you're doing in this industry. What's your story?
My story goes back about 15 and a half years.
All right.
I've had a few other careers in my lifetime, and I had a friend whose husband owned Brad Steele's and asked me if I'd come in and consult for a little bit. I told her I knew nothing about affiliate marketing, but she was confident that I could do it. So he called me in. He hired me. I hired a PR firm. We worked together for about 3 months. And I realized very quickly after talking to the 7 people that were working there is they needed a partnerships team. There was no one in contact with the advertisers, the networks. No one was responding to emails. It was very, very easy for me to suss that out without knowing anything about affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
So I started there, grew the team out. I was there for about 3.5 years. And then I left and went to Definitive Deals.
Okay.
I was at Definitive Deals with Chris Aragon, who was Honey. He was on Honey. Matthias Larson and Rob Goff. And they ended up selling pretty quickly. I came on knowing we'd sell, but we sold in like 10 months. And we sold to coupons.com. So then I moved to coupons.com, a lot of time out in LA. I mean, I was living in Chicago, but doing a lot of commuting. Coupons.com brought us in, and I worked for them for about 3.5 years trying to help them understand affiliate marketing. I don't know that they ever fully understood it. And then they recently shut the program down. But from there, I went to PMX, which then became Forward PMX, which is now Assembly. And I helped Christy Frazier run her affiliate team there for about almost 2 years.
Okay.
And then I was asked to go to Honey. So I was lucky enough to be part of the Honey team for about 1 year. And we were acquired in 2019, right before COVID.
Yeah.
And then worked there for 4 years. Have been out of PayPal for about a year and started consulting. I just kind of rolled into it. I wanted to take a break and not work. I was going to just focus on myself. It didn't last very long. I think I had a week that I rested. Yeah. And then I got a phone call. And so I started consulting, and I've loved it. And it's been really fun. And my partner, Dexter Detmers, he was at CJ for a really long time. He was with me at Honey as a director, senior director as well. And we both just started talking about what's missing in the affiliate space.
Yeah.
And we know that there's the networks, the publishers, the agencies.
Yeah.
For mostly advertisers.
Correct.
There's a few people that are consulting in the space on the publisher side, but no one's created an agency, like a true agency. So we've really been honing in and focusing on bringing new people into the space. We have 7 clients right now.
Awesome.
Which is great. It's been really exciting. Some of them we're doing beginning to end, where they're the arm of their team, and getting them into programs, getting them in front of them, doing road shows.
Okay.
Going in and doing links, you name it, we'll do it all.
Yeah.
We also help hire if you want to use us for a couple phases, and then you want to have an internal team, then I'll go in and give you resumes and help you hire like a really amazing team that's in the industry.
That's a nice add on. So as you tell that story right before we started, oh wow. Can you go to the next tab? I want to make sure that we are still hot. Oh my God. There, it should say, there we go.
We're hot.
Okay, still live.
We're live. We're hot and live.
Good call. Well, I mean, at least half of the room, yes, is the full room is live. Great. you asked like, how have we never met before?
Yeah.
In person, and the reason is I've never touched the coupon realm. Like
There we go.
er-
And I was in it
at
for
all,
a
and
very
that's
long
all
time.
you've done from
Yeah.
your entire story there. So that's
Exactly.
incredible. So you got to be a part of that acquisition.
I did. I was very, very lucky.
That was an interesting one in the industry, one that actually scared me a little bit.
Yeah, I think it scared everybody. I think
Yeah.
it scared us. It was a really amazing time to be a part. Like I've been a part of 2 acquisitions, which is really exciting for learning and understanding and equity. And I was only at Honey for a year when we were acquired.
Okay.
And then we were acquired for $4 billion. And then the world shut down. Like literally just a few months later. I was their first remote employee at Honey. They'd never had one. And Chris was able to somehow make that happen, which I was super excited about.
Cool.
But then, a few months later, we shut down. So
but
everyone was remote.
Like it was a you guys shut down, but like business boomed.
Oh,
like,
insanity.
Yeah. Like the
we
online
worked
market.
more, I think back to COVID, and I know so many people were really struggling and depressed and had nothing to do and lost the sense of being organized and structured. For us, it was tenfold. We were working 50, 60 hours a week because PayPal didn't understand Honey, and they just acquired us. So we had so many internal calls trying to explain and train. And then we were also booming, and all of our advertisers were like, we're going from 30% online to 100% online, and we need you to work now. And so we hustled.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, I have to I thank God I had a job like that, because I think I would have really struggled. I had 2 kids at home in 8th grade who were depressed. I had a mom that had Alzheimer's that I was living with. I moved into Michigan. We all drove quickly, got into Michigan and helped her. And then my husband worked at the Chicago Bulls, and he's never not been very regimented, and he had barely anything to do. So I was just lucky that I was busy and could use my brain for a while.
Yeah. Is he a power forward on the Bulls? Yeah.
I wish. No, he's not. He's creative, very, very creative. He helps run their graphic design team.
Okay. Awesome.
I know. I used to lie and say I'd name a player and pretend I'm too old now. I can't do that anymore. I guess I could go for the coaches.
You can just say 13th man. It's just, like nobody. He doesn't get in. Like nobody knows his name.
You wouldn't know him, but yeah, he's played overseas quite a bit.
Oh. Love it. Well, very interesting journey, and I love your pivot here. Like, how did you go from the coupon realm into that? Like, I totally agree with you that this is an underserved market right now, and I'm seeing some fresh faces get into it, and especially in the consulting realm. But you're the first real agency helping these folks. So, how did you transition from what you were doing into knowing that you needed to get into this space?
Well, so I started with one client. By myself. And then Dexter had a client that he asked me to help him on. It was a company called Re-Up. It's been acquired by Croissant.
Okay.
And we worked together on these projects here and there. And we both started talking a lot about there's a real need for this. Not a huge need. It's a little different than advertisers, right? Because yes, there are new publishers coming into the space, not as quickly, not as many, but there are new publishers. And we've been blessed. I mean, we have all 7 of our publishers are pretty new. You might know of 2 of them, but the other ones you've never heard of before. Okay. Which is really fun to take to the advertisers. When I get to talk to Walmart or Target or, anyone that normally doesn't return your emails or phone calls, they're excited because they're like, is it more than just an extension browser? Does it do just coupons? And they just want to know what else is out there. Some of our clients are using AI. A lot of them have super apps, and then some of them post transaction. Just really interesting new companies that are really excited to get in the space. Okay. And we were lucky enough that someone would give them my phone number, and they would call me, and then we'd have a meeting, and they would ask me tell me what they're trying to do, and I would lay out a plan for them, and then we would agree to it. And that's really how Dexter and I decided this is definitely a real opportunity, and we need to create high energy. Gotcha.
And like the publishers that you're working with, they're not necessarily influencers. They're content media sites that just haven't embraced affiliate yet, or maybe not doing it right.
No, these are all brand new sites.
Oh, okay.
We have one client, Joko. They're out of France. They were one of our very second client. They are a super app. They've got 3 million users in France and have just crushed it year over year. they reached out to us through a contact, and we have been working with them. We're on phase 2 with them, so we're on our second 6 months with them.
Yeah.
And we haven't even launched yet. We've really been just getting all the advertisers onboarded into the app, doing a lot of road shows to introduce them to all the big players in the space, and make sure that all the networks and our agencies understand what we're doing and who each of our clients are. So I go in as Joko, right? I'm emailing under Joko, depending on what client I have.
Okay.
And then High Energy is obviously where we keep all of the publishers together, but I really try to just be an extension of each one of these teams.
Okay.
And same with the people we have working with us.
Gotcha. So lead generation for publishers like this, it's got to be a little bit difficult, I would assume. Like, is it more inbound, like word of mouth coming to you?
That's all it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm a little concerned when I have to start hustling
Yeah.
to find the new leads. I mean, I definitely think there's a lot out there. I think what we're seeing in a lot of the conversations today, there's a huge shift going on, and affiliate has finally gotten a little bit of respect in the industry, right? Everyone's losing the budget, affiliates being given more budget. And so I do believe that there are players out there that would be interested in coming into the space. It's going to just be a lot more of hunting and really thinking through, because we want to be really careful and thoughtful with who we bring on. We want to have a very specific type. They don't have to be the same. I like that they're all different.
Yeah.
But we really want to work with people that are like-minded, that like us, that we really have fun together, and that we can collaborate and really help them grow. And so we've been lucky. Knock on wood. So
and so you guys are growing steadily, small, like
we've been
7 clients so far.
Yep, 7 clients.
Okay.
There's Dex and I. We're full time, and then we have 5 1099s.
Okay.
And we hope to be able to bring a couple of them on in the next 6 months.
Okay. Cool.
Just
cool.
Don't want to get too much overhead.
All right. And then what's like ideal world? Like who is a publisher that you're looking to work with essentially? And is it pre-revenue kind of publications or apps you mentioned?
It's so interesting that you say that. I mean, we have all new publishers for the most part.
Yeah.
Outside of Joko and Carrot. I don't know if you've heard of carrot.com.
Is that Geo?
Yeah,
it was there.
Geo
right?
was there. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. And they've done something different. They're now doing dupe.com, which is
Dupe.
insane.
Okay.
You put dupe with a / in front of any SKU or any picture, and they will immediately lay out with AI, another 20 to 30 of the identical at different price points. It's pretty insane.
That's
very
cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been very interesting. I think for us, we're happy to help any publisher in the space. It doesn't have to be a new publisher. I mean, I'm happy to help the older publishers that are saying we're losing revenue to all these new these new publishers coming in with AI, with extension browsers, with super apps, right? A lot of these, old school publishers can't keep up. And slowly and surely they're starting to lose some of the commission.
Yeah.
And so we're happy to help them too. I think sometimes it's just about having someone come in and audit and really be able to say what you're doing is excellent and we love it, but we've got a few things up our sleeves that we learned that we think would help you drive more revenue, be able to kind of do a little bit of a twist and freshen yourselves up and make sure that everyone remembers who you are. Because I think oftentimes we all get real comfortable in the affiliate space. We all become good friends.
Yeah.
We trust each other. We pass each other information and help each other get, clients, but we're not working that hard to go out and seek. So we're definitely, going to have those conversations, but we also don't want to get so big that we can't manage it. We want to really be in control of how quickly we ramp up.
I mean, that's got to be one of the biggest challenges for any agency, like the ebbs and flows as we talk through it. Like any OPM that is, hey, we got a bunch of business, now we got to hire. Oh, we lost business, now we got to fire. Like it's a tough challenge.
It is, and that's something that Dexter and I spoke a lot about, and reason why we started with 1099s. I mean, I honestly think we'll be able to get a few good employees on board full time, but I also think that we have so many amazing people in this space who are so good that want to be a 1099 employee. So, we'll always be looking for the talent, and I think we're definitely looking for really people that are interested in doing something different and new. Every day is different. I've worked at a lot of publishers and everything was, by the time I mastered it, Every day was pretty the same. Different fires we were putting
Mm.
out, different deals we were creating, different revenue we were bringing in. But this is a whole new ballgame. This is like building it from the ground up and really making sure that we do it right and don't have to backtrack to fix.
Right, right. So your journey with what are kind of like the not necessarily your ICP, but like starting points for when the clientele that you're taking on, you have to turn some away, I would assume, because
Yes.
they're not a good fit.
We've had
what's
a
your
few.
qualifiers?
Yeah, I think lead gen's really hard for us.
Okay.
Just giving us commission based on sales and you're a brand new company, we're absolutely not going to do that. The amount of effort and time and energy it takes
Yeah.
to start a company with a actual company and we're an extension of them, it's massive, the amount of work that we have to do. And we're putting in that first 3-6 months. That's like kind of your make it or break it time. Like we've got to get into all the programs. We've got to make sure that we're compliant. We have to make sure that everyone knows what we're doing. And so we have turned away people, and not because we didn't want to work with them. We don't have the bandwidth, especially when it comes to just commission or lead gen. We just can't do that.
Okay.
So we've turned away a few of those.
Yeah. So let's turn it to like those that might be publishers or thinking about being in the affiliate space out there that are considering the affiliate world. What are some of those tips that you can give them as first steps? Like, in my opinion, like using something like Pretty Links on your WordPress site to generate affiliate links and like cloak them and keep that track of them is one of those good practices. What are some of the things that folks can do on their own? Like,
Yeah,
when they're
I mean,
starting
I
out?
think it's one, we all have Google and we all have AI, right? So if you don't understand affiliate marketing, now more than ever, you can get as much information at your fingertips. So it's actually taking the time to really understand what affiliate marketing is.
Okay.
My family just kind of now is starting to understand what I do 15 and a half years later.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit unique. It's not a traditional sale. It's not traditional marketing. It's a kind of a pay to play model, which we all see has worked throughout time. And now a lot of the display money is now coming to, okay, we can do it this way. So I think what we do is we educate first. We do Affiliate 101. We do a deck. We walk through it with them, make sure that they understand that this is what we'll be getting into and this is what it looks like. And here's how the revenue comes.
Okay.
We also explain that it takes time. There are phases. You have to be patient. You're not going to make $1 million in 6 months. Some of these guys are ready to rock and roll, but like, as long as we get them in the great programs and they've got quality traffic, then I think that it's a win-win. So it's really whatever they want to. You know, we ask them, what are your KPIs? What are you looking for? What do you want out of us? How can we help you be the best publisher in this space? And so we kind of take that time to get to know them, to understand how if they have another company and they're successful, how have you done it? How have you been successful? We'll definitely try our best. France is a little different than the US. So it's going to look different here than it does in France.
Yeah.
And so it's also reminding them that too. Just because it works in France, it might be a little harder here because we have a saturated market in a lot of ways.
Gotcha.
But so we just kind of talk through everything that they might need and answer any questions. I mean, we respond all the time. We're on calls different hours of the night just because we've got an Australian client, we have France client. So we're getting used to not having a traditional 8 to 5 job.
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever had an 8 to 5 in affiliate marketing, but at least I could turn off the computer and say, okay, I'm taking a little bit of a break. I try to do that now, but it's harder in the beginning.
It's a lot easier on a W-2 than it is running your own business.
I will say that's the newest thing for me is, one, to learn this side of the business, 2, to know like, okay, we've got to be so frugal and so smart, and we can't instantly start hiring people just because we're making money, because we could lose that money in a month.
Yeah.
If startups are also a risk too. So we want to make sure our portfolio is not completely, just startups.
Yeah.
Because we want to be able to make sure that we keep the players in the space that have been here for 20, 30 years.
Okay.
There's a lot of them that are still around.
Right. And I'm seeing some kinds of shifts in the market with like Hearst, for example, is switching their model a little bit here, which is a little bit mind blowing. But Do you see this trend of more people coming towards affiliate rather than skipping away from it?
I think more people are coming.
Yeah.
I think we just cracked the door.
Okay.
I think that, I mean, I've had so many VCs come and talk to me when they found out what I'm doing,
Yeah.
which I find very interesting. No one 10 years ago, people would have just laughed at us and been like, oh, good luck. And I think we cracked the door. We got a little bit of respect. No, we don't have all the respect, but we got a
Okay.
little bit of respect. And that's good enough for all of us, because that's all we wanted, was to say, we really are doing a great job, and we're helping the advertisers, we're helping the publishers, the networks. Like, we're doing everything we can to make sure that this industry is well known. And I feel like it's just starting to even be talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just the beginning. I think a lot of the ad spend is going to change. I think we're going to get a lot more revenue coming towards affiliate.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, you don't have to pay. You literally have a link, and if someone can't drive a sale for you, what's the loss? Right?
Yeah.
You're not losing anything. You're trying and testing. And so that's kind of what we talk about, is everything's not going to work the same for each of our publishers. So we have to be really thoughtful about how we do everything.
Yeah. And speaking of your publishers and starting that revenue stream, do you suggest other things outside of affiliate, like display if they have enough traffic, or?
We're starting. I would love to have like 3 different arms. I hope to eventually have that, but we're going to start and really focus on the publisher side. We want to master that first. And then I think we'll start to have better conversations about what's our next arm of the business, and where can we also continue to help the publishers in the space.
Okay. Gotcha.
Not yet.
And your company name?
High Energy Agency.
Gotcha. And what's this name origin?
Well, this name origin is, I have a lot of energy, and I have been in the space for a long time. So I was talking with Dexter, and we came up with a few.
Yeah.
And I sent over High Energy probably in the middle of the night. And he's not crazy high energy, but when he wants to, he's got that energy. And he's like, I really like it. And I think it shows, like, it's really like, hi, like, we're introducing you to the space, and we're going to help you be successful. But it's also, I have very high energy as well. And so we're going to work hard, and we're going to work fast, and we're going to always be like innovating and re-innovating and figuring out ways to continue to grow and build.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the folks that are helping bring this word of mouth to you, who are those folks? Is this, I wouldn't see networks being able to like send you leads.
No.
Right?
No, it's no networks. It's not agencies. It's individuals.
Okay.
It's people that maybe I worked with in Australia that were with me at one of my companies. It's people, and they don't call me. They give my name or number to these people, or they give it to Dexter, give Dexter's information. And so it's really been just kind of a word of mouth.
All right.
So far, that's how it's been.
Awesome. I don't know what our time looks like. We've got a few minutes left. So, how do people get a hold of you?
Jen at highenergyagency.com is my email. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. So I always respond, unless it's like a paid, then I forget to respond and get in trouble for that. But I'm pretty good at responding and reading through my messages now. I used to forget that they were there, but now I'm like, okay, I've got to be on top of that. So you can reach out to myself or Dexter Detmers. He's also got Dexter at highenergyagency.com.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're happy to have conversations with anyone that's interested in at least understanding what we're doing, and we can kind of like take them through the process of how we operate and what we plan to do and how we would help them.
Gotcha. And what about outside of publishers, influencers with a big social following that need help, like starting to move that traffic into a website and collect email addresses? Are you helping those folks as well?
We're very close to that.
Yeah.
We're very, very close to that. Like that definitely, I see the shift, right? I look at content. We all know content is king right now. Everyone wants to be able to quantify how many sales are coming through content, which isn't fixed quite yet, but it's starting to be, and we're starting to see that. And influencers everyone's leaning in. Gen Z, millennials get their information from TikTok, not Google, not AI, sometimes AI. But I think it's that for sure.
Yeah, it's coming. And I've started to dabble in this, taking on a few clients in that
That's great.
capacity, and it's a much easier conversation than being on the affiliate manager
Yeah, that's
side of
true.
the brand and begging people to promote you.
That's true.
You're on the other side, and brands want to work with you, so your response rates gets
It's very impressive.
exponentially
Well,
higher.
I think it's funny. Like you look at the younger generation and how much they've been able to just dive in with influencer. They're great at it, right? I don't know
Mhm.
that anyone's mastered it quite yet in the affiliate space. I know that a lot of the networks are creating these influencer platforms, and I feel like everyone's racing to be in the lead for
Yeah.
the influencers. I don't feel like there's a real true winner quite yet.
Huh.
I mean, there's definitely companies that are doing very, very well.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we as an affiliate space have mastered it quite yet. I feel like it's pretty new.
Yeah. And like Pat Flynn comes to mind. I don't know how much you know about him, but incredible story of, starting this blog of passive income and teaching people about affiliate and what he's doing and what's winning.
I've listened to one of his videos before.
Okay. Yeah. But he keeps on transitioning. He built a community. And then one day he's like, I don't have any YouTube followers. I'm going to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And he did lives for like 100 straight days at
That's
8
commitment.
a.m. Yes.
That is commitment right there.
Until he mastered it and, got 500,000 followers, and then he can slow down. But like now he sells a course on how to build your YouTube channel.
That's
really
cool. Yeah.
I love those stories. And I think we're going to find a lot more of those influencers turning into those smart characters that learn this way. Right.
Yeah. I think that there's a lot of really talented people out there that are just starting to get into the space that are influencers or content. And like even live shopping. I think live shopping will be entering the affiliate space.
Okay.
I know that it's much slower here in the US, right? To adapt compared to like China, where it's $1 trillion business.
Okay.
But I'm starting to see a lot more of that happening, especially with TikTok. You see a ton of it. Amazon, you see a ton of it. But I think eventually the actual advertisers, if they really want to stay top of mind, they need to start doing that. And they need to have maybe someone that's an expert within their organization that gets trained, that understands it, and then can go and pitch it. If you're working for Prada, why wouldn't you want to have someone that's in your store every single day that knows ins and outs of everything that you do and what you're looking for, right? They're going to be able to speak to the product so much better than someone that's just coming in because it's Prada and it's a name brand. So I do think that listen, everything moves a little bit slow. It takes a little bit of time, but I definitely think with influencer and live shopping, I think we'll start to see a ton more of that.
Okay, awesome. I'm excited for the future of this and what you're pioneering here. So why come to these conferences? What are you getting out of PI Live here?
It's my second year at PI Live. And I honestly, Joka was coming, and I was coming with them, set up a bunch of meetings, and they had, business gets busy and they had something that came up, so they were not able to come. So, and then I was asked to help host the Impact Stage today. So that was great. I mean, I got to meet a lot of people and listen to a lot of really good panels. And then I meet with a lot of people. I'm not here looking for business, but I wanted to see everyone.
Yeah.
I want to talk to people about our clients and see if they're interested. So I've been having those type of conversations to get them onboarded.
Yeah. With
a lot of different brands. And I love affiliate. Like I never thought when I got in here 15 and a half years ago, I'd still be here.
Yeah.
And I love it. I definitely will probably end my career in affiliate. I got a few more years to go, but yeah, a few more years.
All right. I feel the same way. Like as I watch the folks that I started with at CJ and Impact and like other companies that I've gone through in my career, they move on to other marketing venues, channels, and expand into the digital marketing realm. And I like staying in this channel. I'm well, everybody says it's not a channel, but whatever.
It's a channel. I'm gonna second that. It's a channel.
All right, thank you. But this community of folks, I am very interested in staying with.
It's such a special community.
Yes.
I have some lifelong friends that I met on day one here, and most of my friends are my competitors, right? So when I was a publisher, I hung out with all the other publishers, our top competition.
Yeah.
because we're not going to, there's enough business in the affiliate world for all of us to win. I don't think it should be like that we're worried about someone's going to steal something from us. I mean, listen, I'm sure it happens, right? People steal clients from each other all the time. But in my mind, I feel like there's enough work to do and enough clients to have that we should all be able to be successful and happy and kind to each other and help each other. And I also love mentoring. And so that's been really fun. Honey, I got to do it a lot. And I've continued to do it. Yeah. Because this younger generation, like they're going to be, at the helm pretty soon. And they're great and they're all really hard workers, but they're new into the space. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's got to help them like really understand all of our acronyms.
And that brings up an idea. Like there's 1,000 courses out there teaching affiliate marketing and like how to be a millionaire. And like some of them are
fraudulent.
I would just say much more. Some are more respectful of people's like ambitions than others.
That's fair.
That's the nicest way I could put it, I guess.
That's fair.
Some of them are turds.
Yeah, so. Absolutely.
But that might be a really good lead generation. Like pairing up with those folks that are building those courses. And like, if you need to get that next level, my friend over here over at High Energy is doing great things and can help you get there.
Yeah. And then like, that's the stuff we've talked a lot about. Like there's so much I want to do, but first I have to get successful and make money to like be able to sustain the company, to then be able to do things like that, which would just be like, to me, that's just fun.
That case study. Yeah. Build that out first. I hear you. Oh,
absolutely.
Awesome. All right. We should be about at time here, and Jade is on her way. So we'll wait until she gets here. This has been so great.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got to meet you in person.
Yeah. I'm really loving this venue, PI Live. Like
I love it.
I heard so many good things last year that I had to come here this year. And I'm not I'm really excited that I am coming here, but I've heard from the folks in the industry that this might be the next networking spot rather than an ASW and ASE kind of thing.
Oh, please, dear God, I hope so. I love ASW. I have to take that back. ASW, I get a lot of business done.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to go to ASE ever again.
I
10 years and out, I'll never go back. You can't pay me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you offered me a couple million, I'd come. But that's the only way.
Yeah, they would have to pay for all my traveling and speaking. Like something would have to be dramatically. But I love West. I'm just a gambler, and I love that environment. But this. I'm coming here next year.
Like, absolutely. I think that this is really interesting, and I've helped judge some of their their awards and things like that. I think it's a unique play. We've needed somebody else to come into space. Obviously, we have the CJs, the Rakutens, the Impacts, the Partner Eyes, you name it. We've got them, but it's nice to have somebody doing this as well and giving us another venue to like gain knowledge, listen to other people on the panel that we maybe would not see at an ASW or an ASE. And that's been really exciting.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We're going to have Jade Mayberry on her way over right now, and she's going to come on in. We'll switch places here.
Perfect.
Stay tuned. Hang in here. And while we switch out.
Great.
Is this your water?
It is. Thank you. I've been so parched all the way talking on a mic.
Yeah, it was a good speaking session, or like you were just you were hosting, right?
I hosted. She told me I had 20 minutes, and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Hey, give like you can do whatever you want on there for 20." I'm like, "Give me 10. I'm not doing 20." But I did, and it was fine. It was great. I really just talked about relationships and how we can talk about how excited I am about affiliate marketing and all the trends that are changing, and I can give numbers and stats, and we can talk about AI. But to me, the relationships is what keeps me here.
Yeah.
Also being successful in the business helps, but I think it's when you're kind to other people and you work with other people well, I think that you can do anything.
And that just happens naturally. Hi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny, you only wanted to do 10 minutes, 20 minutes was not enough time for Jim Nichols.
I heard. He had props.
How do I open this door? Or should I just leave it? Should she come that way, you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I can sneak out this way. Well, it's so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Great hanging out. Thank you so much.
And I love your podcast. It's great.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. And are you here tonight and tomorrow too?
I will be here tonight, and I'll leave noonish tomorrow.
Cool.
So
well, hopefully I'll see you around.
I hope I see you tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dustin.
Awesome.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, later.
I didn't know.
Come on in. Come on in.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Ah, you're not late.
Where is this cabana? I was where I was coming, Dustin.
Oh, I'm
Are
sorry.
you there?
Were you
Dustin.
calling me? I mean, I
No,
was
just
actually
calling your
talking.
name out loud so people would know to just direct me in the right area.
Awesome. All right. Our second guest today is Jade Mayberry over at Dentsu. Thank you for coming to the Nerdatorium today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so very excited to be here.
Awesome. You've been such a great supporter of the show. I really appreciate all the likes and the comments throughout the last year here. Thank you so much. And we're PMA buddies. So
yes, we are.
I think that's how we met over the years here.
Yeah, I mean, I probably knew you before you knew me.
Yeah.
Through your education in the workspace. Through
Okay.
Your podcast, just posting and sharing ideas. So everybody knows who you are, Dustin.
Well, everybody knows.
I hate to break it to you.
I'm getting popular. Yeah, I'm starting to break that. It's really nice to hear everybody, like just random people, like walk by me like, "Hey, Dustin House." I'm like, "I don't know you." Hey,
Yeah.
like,
You're such a great advocate for others, for the showcasing work, for sharing insights, and you don't gatekeep anything. So, you're a good source for knowledge and insights. So we
Oh.
always are watching what you're doing and what you're saying and following you.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's high praise. Awesome. So tell us about you. Let's go back. Let's start this career. How'd you get going in affiliate?
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, like everybody else, out of college, I was at Guthrie Rinker for a while and I wasn't directly managing affiliate, but knew of it. I think we used Cake at the time.
Cool.
And we would have a lot of, influencers. We did a lot of celebrity and talent sponsorships. So every now and then we'd pull links from there. But it wasn't until my time at One Stop Internet, I came in with predominantly a paid search background.
Mhm.
And that's where I met Marshall Nyman, who is the founder of Nymo & Co. now. And he was running affiliate and email by himself, looking for somebody to help him scale affiliate. And I went in and I interviewed for the paid search role, but was like, I can do all of this. So what's up with affiliate? And he's like,
Yeah.
okay, I like her. So he brought me on, and together we built out the affiliate division at One Stop Internet, which was acquired by Branded Online, which I think is now called Noggin. So
Jeez.
really got to know the legacy Pepper Jam, which is now Ascend by Partner Eyes. But I learned a lot from Aaron Killian. I learned a lot from all of those people over at PJ/PZ. So I would say that's where I really got my knowledge and
Mhm.
how I really, became like officially within the affiliate industry.
Okay, cool. And I mean, that doesn't sound like it was that long ago. Like,
I mean, don't date me, but it was a while ago. It was,
Oh, okay.
7 years or
oh,
so ago.
all right.
And from there, once One Stop got acquired, I was consulting for a little bit, because once you kind of, as you guys all know, once you kind of know everybody in affiliate and they know that you're good at what you do, then brands are just like, can you just manage my affiliate program for me? So I kind of just naturally went into consulting and freelance work from there, because I wasn't trying to commute from LA to the OC. You live in LA, that's like, a death dealing blow. And I met the founders of Mute 6, which is now a Dentsu agency. They acquired Mute 6, I think, at the beginning of 2022. And they did not have an affiliate offering. They said that their clients kept asking about it. And they were like, we need to find someone that does affiliate. And apparently my name came up a few times. So I went and initially was consulting for them. And they're like, why don't you just stay and just like build out this division? So I've been working with Mute 6 for over 6 years now. And now Dentsu has 5 agencies under their umbrella. So Dentsu X, which was formerly 360i,
Okay.
iProspect, Kara, Mute 6, and Dentsu Creative. And we also have Merkle, which is more of our data side. So our team services all of those Dentsu agencies. And
Wow.
so I get to oversee that, which is really exciting. So.
That sounds like a lot. Very interesting how many rebrands you've gone through in your career in the short span of time. That was and you remember all the names. It's really impressive. That's a
lot of
Rolodex that
babies.
you gotta
they like never
white
fully go
out.
away.
Yeah.
They just keep accumulating.
Beautiful. And tell us what you do, like at Dentsu, like what's your team look like, and who are you servicing out there?
Yeah, so our team is growing rapidly, especially being at a holding company where affiliate tends to be a lot smaller.
Mhm.
We're not an OPM or affiliate only agency that has like thousands of clients and 100 team members. We are at 11 team members now, which is large for us. We've never been this big before.
Okay.
And what happened is there would be like one affiliate manager at iProspect, me at Muse6, two over at Kara. And so what they did was they brought us all together, streamlined everything, and made it where we're not sitting at the different agencies, but servicing all of the Dentsu agencies. So that really helped grow our team quickly.
Okay.
And so under the guidance of Bruce Williams and Mike Feldman, we've been able to hire the best in the biz. And so
Nice.
now people know who we are. At first, people were like, Dentsu has an affiliate team. And we're like, yeah. And now they're like, oh, Dentsu has an affiliate team.
That tone is changing around
It's
here.
changing.
And you've been helping that cause. I can't look on LinkedIn without seeing you getting another speaker opportunity, and I am just so jelly all the time. Like, damn, Jade,
Oh, man.
come
I
on.
do like to talk.
Well, you're so articulate and you're elegant about all of it, and I really enjoy it. I tune into a lot of your stuff as well, so I enjoy hearing your thoughts, which is why you're coming on here today. Because
It's my first podcast, so thank you.
first podcast,
Yeah.
wild,
Yeah.
wild. Okay.
I waited for you to invite me. Only took 2 years. So
So tell us about your involvement with the PMA. Like, how did you get rolling with that?
So, like how I mentioned stalking you, I was looking at all of the industry greats, right? Like what I really love about the affiliate space is we are all so connected. It truly is a community. And so being in the MarTech record Slack channel and then joining the PMA and joining that Slack channel, it was great to be able to access, those who have been in the game longer than me, who were willing to just share and answer questions.
Yeah.
I set up a coffee call with Sarah B. I was like, hi, Trisha. Hi, Jim.
Yeah.
And so I just reached out and started talking to everyone. And they all just so happened to be like on the board, but so excited to speak about affiliate, excited to talk about challenges. Like they were not shying away from the more difficult questions. Everyone's like, that's a good question. I don't know, but I know someone who does. Let's have a call with them over here. And so it just sort of snowballed into this like regular cadence of just talking shop and just bouncing ideas off of each other. And so as I got to know everybody, I just naturally, organically became more involved. And now here I am on the executive board,
Yeah.
Believe that. Secretary.
I can believe it. You're on that fast track in the affiliate, and I love it. I love seeing you succeed in this space, and everybody's listening to what you're saying. And I've got a big question. I've been thinking about lately, and it is this realization that. And this sounds totally sexist, but females are better affiliate managers than males.
I take it.
Like it's unquestionable. Like I only know a handful of male affiliate managers that are good at this job. Like,
and if they are, there's probably a woman behind it. No, joking.
But my big question is like, why is that? Why do you think that is?
I mean, I don't know the answer to that question, but
Okay.
I think there are a lot of males. I think they may be more so on like the publisher or the network side, maybe not so much managing a team or managing like a client portfolio. But I think women just naturally like communicating and are patient, and like affiliates multi-channel. It's like 1,000,002 different things happening at once. And by nature, a lot of women are multitaskers. So maybe, it doesn't bother us. It's like we're doing 50 million things at once. But I really don't know if that's the case. I think that there's a good representation of male energy, throughout. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of the people I've learned from are guys, like you, Jim Nichols, Marshall. So I know a good amount, and maybe that's just my position being in LA and the access that I have and the visibility that I have. But I think I don't see a lot of females of like minority females or women of color in the space. I don't know. I'm like, let's look in the mirror and I'm just like, where are we at? But that maybe hopefully can change, moving forward too. So
Interesting. That's something I've never even thought about in that grand scheme of things. But on the female side of things, like the organization there, my mind just doesn't work in an organizing way. I am great at theory. I am great at strategy. I am great at audits. I am great at recruitment of affiliates. I am god awful at being an affiliate manager, managing all those relationships. It is not my strength and I stay away from it, but it's something that you thrive at and what you're teaching your generation.
Yeah. And, not by choice. It just sort of happened. We do have an all-female leadership team, affiliate leadership team at Dentsu. Shout out to Samantha Duncan and Caitlin Fletcher holding it down with me. So I definitely cannot take all of the credit. And it's just by chance, hey guys, where you at? Come through. Dentsu's hiring. But it just so happened that, they're both moms. I'm not. They can handle certain things I cannot. So I lean on them for a lot of things as well. And together we just make it work. So we're running strong with the all-female leadership over there at the Dentsu affiliate.
Gotcha. So you mentioned Sarah Mundy, and like she has been such a guiding light to like everybody. She helps just about everybody that asks her a question and is always genuine about it. And I really love her energy, and she's starting something new. Are you involved at that at all? Okay. Well, it's female empowerment. I don't know exactly the gist of it.
Very cool.
It's just starting up, but like, would you be looking at like, on the color scheme? I don't know how to call it. I apologize, but
no, it is what it is. I think sometimes it can be the elephant in the room, right? People sometimes will even ask me things in a way where they just want to get my POV because like there's really nobody else to ask.
Yeah.
And so I think with that, it's something to consider when there's an opportunity to teach anybody that's interested, and just sort of diversifying the space a little bit. And maybe it's just more so just having that invitation, that open invitation out. But
well, maybe that could be your legacy, like pioneering that side, and I'll fully support whatever you want. I'll send traffic your way. I'll help whatever I can. I believe in you and what you're doing. So tell us more about like I forgot all the questions that I was supposed to bring to the table today. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I know you were asking me about like just our leadership style at Dentsu.
Yes.
How we approach career progress, advancement, advice around stuff like that. And just our approach, how it differs maybe from other agencies and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can talk about that all day long.
Perfect. Let me find a question here. How do you guys differentiate yourself from the other OPMs that are out there, essentially?
Yeah, I mean, I love this question. I could talk about it all day long. It's like the holding co versus affiliate first agencies, if you will. And obviously there is a place and a space for everybody, right? Yeah. I think that for smaller SMB brands that are just starting out, they maybe don't have as big of a budget for, the larger holding company names, do well to start off with an OPM or an affiliate first agency. They tend to have more clients and to be able to be a little bit more flexible around pricing. But ultimately, as you grow, as you scale, as you launch in other channels, and you want to do that real, true cross-channel collaboration, you want to do more full funnel. You want to leverage the agency's portfolio, if you will, and the buying power, then you might want to consider transitioning to a holding company where they do everything like under the sun, from building websites to retail media to, managing all of the channels, because what you want is that visibility into knowing what like the right hand's doing, the left hand's doing. Like, how can you work with paid social if that sits at another agency? How can you collaborate closely with search if that's at another agency as well? So you're not going to be as efficient both spending budget wise and also just performance wise with results if everything's sort of parsed out, at different agencies.
Okay.
And people aren't able to collaborate because of, like privacy restrictions or whatnot.
Yeah.
So there's a point where when that you kind of hit where you need to go to the next level. And when you're ready to go to the next level, you talk to me or you talk to Patricia Marin J at Group M. I'm sharing you media world. But we are kind of the two that have the stronger teams that are like leading for the holding companies right now. And that's what we see. We do a lot of net new. We do a lot of war rooms and the pitches, but honestly, we get so many organic leads. It could be just brands looking to have everything in one place at one agency will come to us. So the leads just sort of come because brands are just wanting to just not have to deal with 50 million different agencies. And again, there's a time and place for those that specialize in that. But ultimately, when they're beyond the point and they're looking for a true partner through and through and just can get everything in one place, and that's when they come to like a Dentsu.
Yeah. And it is great that you guys are doing all of the assets well. Like, I think there's a affiliate gets a bit of a black eye because there are some agencies out there that might do PR or digital marketing and they get asked to do affiliate and they're like, sure, we can take that on.
Yeah.
And they do it irresponsibly and they don't know what they're doing. And then they eventually either white label or outsource it out to an agency
the
that
consulting
does. Yeah.
freelancer. That's like what I was doing before. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's a problem that you guys are essentially solving for those bigger companies.
Yeah. It also gives us the opportunity to really learn a lot, to test a lot of new things too, because we just view affiliate as partnerships, right? So no account or client looks the same in our portfolio.
Okay.
They're on different networks. We might be pulling different levers and responsible for different parts of the business for one client than we are for the other. So if we have a client that has, a PR comms agency, we're working really closely with them. And it could be that we just have swim lanes in place and they're like, hey, can we kick this over to you and you do this, content top of funnel? Yep, we got it. We have some too that, hey, we want to test all of the new Amazon influencer stuff. We want to do Amazon creator. We want to launch, Amazon influencers. They see the word affiliate and it gets kicked to our team. And we're under retail and commerce at Dentsu. So we work so closely with the retail media team. We just collaborate on it. We're like, yep, we got you. And we'll just tap whomever is overseeing Amazon and all of us will join the call together with the Amazon rep. I'll take this, you take that, and we'll figure it out. So there's not a lot of limitations because we have access to those team members and to those other channels, that we're able to, anything new that's coming out. Oh, what brand wants to test that? Okay, let's see how that's going. Okay, I'm going to get with paid search so we can do TikTok shop affiliate together. And that's how we're able to, be the first in testing all of this new tech that's coming out in social commerce. And then you would be able to if you were just unable to have access to whomever's managing or overseeing that channel. And just because someone adds affiliate to it, they start looking for the affiliate manager and it's totally managed in-app on that social commerce. And they're like, well, I would do it, but I don't have access to, the TikTok account. You're going to have to ask the paid social manager. And like, I don't do affiliate. It says affiliate, you do it. So we don't have those issues. So it's really nice to just be fluid like that.
Yeah. And it's great that you guys are combining the services as well, because a lot of companies, at least in my consulting portion of they're a bit hesitant about giving all the information, the Google Analytics, and you really need that to be effective on the affiliate side. So you guys getting full visibility is really nice.
Yes, it definitely is. And I think too, there's been a ton of talk about privacy, about data. The cookie apocalypse is finally supposed to actually happen this year.
Sure.
We're still waiting on that. But people are nervous. They're trying to have a more robust and sophisticated reporting and analytics dashboard. And that kind of leads us to, Dentsu just launched Mercury for Media. That's a proprietary, some proprietary tech that we have that is essentially allowing our clients to own their data insights for their brands, for their company. And you really need to have that zero party, first party data and to be able to build your audience and target, not rely on these third parties, not rely on cookies, not feel like, well, if the cookies go away and I don't have access to this, or I stop partnering with this company or this agency, I'm going to lose access to everything. Those who are going to remain leaders in the space own their own data insights. They own their actual audiences, and they know how to target and to use that across all of the channels. And so we're able to do that at a level that everyone else cannot. And so, we're very future, thinking and very forward thinking. And that's something that they've been working on for years, coming out of Merkle. Merkle has over 30 years worth of data. And so people will come to partners just to get that access to the Mercury for media set up too, because everyone's just like, what's going to happen? We need to own our own data. So it's very important. This is how we market. It's how we deliver and target our ads. So.
Well, you mentioned that apocalypse coming along, and every time I come to a conference, it seems like it's getting closer.
We've been waiting since 2018 in the affiliate channel.
Sure. I mean, and they're doing their job, and I feel like Google's absorbing more of the affiliate channel than anybody else right now, which is terrifying. How are we adapting as an industry? What are your thoughts on like places where we can go next?
I mean, I think that we shouldn't be scared. Affiliate being multi-channel at its core, it's just make sure you understand search, make sure you understand social, make sure, as we can see, everyone is having their own affiliate program, right? Like we have all the social networks having their own affiliate program. Like there's a big sort of like merging of all the channels. The overlap is insane. And so you kind of are forced to learn the different channels. You need to be able to be nimble and to pivot. And so if search is absorbing a lot of that, okay, maybe you need to educate yourself a little bit more on search, figure out how to work with the paid search partner. Maybe you need to go hang out with that Google rep for a little bit, and just know how to remain relevant and how to activate initiatives and campaigns that may need to live in an environment or space that you're not exactly used to. But that's why affiliate is great. We're crazy. We all love like a challenge. Oh, you want to go over there? I'm coming over there too. So, you got to have that fire and not lose that courage to be able to learn something new. Retail media is getting huge right now, right? We're probably so used to running traffic to, the advertisers.com, their e-commerce site. And it's like now we're going to run traffic to the retailer site. It's like we've all been trying to get that extra button for the .com and try to beat off Amazon or, Nordstrom or whomever else. But maybe you should learn retail media too, in case, you need to do both, or you need to collaborate. And so I would say just be open-minded, It's a time for learning. It's a time for watching. It's a time for humility and asking questions and just paying attention. If you see something you don't understand it, say, hey, what is that? Why did you do it like that? What was the result? Okay, I see what you're testing now. So I think humility and courage are very much needed in times of transition and change.
Absolutely. And just like you go to college and you major in something, you should also be minoring in something just in case your first option.
Great way to put it.
Right?
You need several minors, at least 5.
I mean, you be that full stack marketer, and I have a pretty decent background and knowledge in SEO at this point.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at paid media. Like it's just not in my wheelhouse yet, but it's something that I've tried and played around with. I just need more education, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you here at PI Live for?
To see all of you guys and to see all of my industry friends. No, I'm here to meet publishers. I'm here to learn about a lot of the new tech that people are launching. Met with Moonpool, learning more about them. Met with Link Connector, learning more about what they're doing. And obviously the content is amazing. I'm really excited about this, the live podcast. This is something that PI Live hasn't had before. I think it's extra PI Live this year. So, I mean, the content's outstanding. Like shout out to Hello Partner for getting everything together. And I mean, you see so many people online that it's always just really great to see people in person. But this particular event is a little bit more, it's not small, but it feels more intimate. It feels like you get a lot of really great experts in a setting where I can just walk down the hot hall and, hey, hey, I saw this, I saw that, and at ASW, ASC, sometimes I don't see anybody. It's a lot more people. You feel like you're just trying to get through. But here it's just like one big networking event, it feels like. So the energy is completely different. And you can go and find those speakers at the end of the session and can keep the conversation going. So there's so much opportunity to network here. And the access is just amazing. So honestly, it's my favorite event, my favorite affiliate event.
Wow, that's bold.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is my first PI Live.
Welcome
and
to
I
the party.
heard, yeah, I know, right? I
We
heard
got
so
you
many
working, I see.
instantly, like I'm
You're
already
gonna be
on
in
the
the pool
payroll.
after this?
Yeah, it's amazing. Have you been taking pictures, Saul? No, you don't. That seems like a good post for LinkedIn. Anyway, you're like you're spot on. I really love what they've done with this event, and I'm really impressed by how early it is for them to be this good.
Yeah.
Like ASW has had. I will never miss an ASW because I just love the
Mhm.
environment. It's still like the networking hub for all of us to come together and hang out. But I'm hearing buzz of like this turning into that essentially. But ASW every year it seems like there's a few missteps somewhere. They didn't get it all right. And I'm looking at this venue and like the tables that they set up and the places and the meeting set up and like the app, everything's on spot. And I'm really impressed by all of that.
Yeah. It's like one word, access.
Okay.
And I think we know Hello Partner, we know the PI Live team from the amazing show they put on in the UK and London. I still need to go. Give me a ticket. No. And so they've been known for putting on a good event for a while. It's just not here in the States. And so now they're really establishing their name here in the States. Come to LA next. No. But yes, I think that having everything at the same hotel and the venue allows for you to get to places like quicker.
Yeah.
But also just to kind of keep the conversation. I mean, I've sat in the lobby till 2 a.m. talking to people about all kinds of stuff because we're here. I think it's comfortable. I think it's smart logistically.
Mm-hmm.
I had blisters on the back of my feet after ASW. I don't know about next year. Because you meet in the forum and you have to leave and walk out and go meet at the different restaurants and everything was very spread out. And so they really know how to create like a more intimate environment where everyone can just be in the same area, if you will, and just kind of make the most of it, honestly.
Totally agree. Love that aspect of it. And we're around time. Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me in the PMA. So if you're not a part of the Performance Marketing Association, please join. The Slack channel is lit. You can DM anybody, including me. I'm in the Martech Records Slack channel. You can find me on LinkedIn, Jade Mayberry, and you can email me at jade.mayberry@dentsu.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, Sarah. Appreciate you. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this live episode, and we'll see you out there. Keep on recruiting. Take care, folks. All right.
So kind words, guys.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're not off live yet. You hold your just hold your money for a while there. So, just checking out the chats. All right, and Instagram.